Okay, so you are going to be making strange matter, as are you. As such, let's go ahead and get your... I need to make a couple more basic sorters. Here's your output, friendo. And now the recipe calls for 2, 2, and 10. Okay, so really I don't need to use anything crazy for these. However, you, my friend, definitely need a level 2. It looks like we are getting to that point where I'm going to start needing some... And unfortunately, these things use a lot of power. Like, a lot of power. Yeah, 12 megawatts when they're operational. So, that's going to tax my system a little bit. That's okay, I've got more wind turbines I can put down now. So yeah, these are going to make graviton... Or no, these are going to make strange matter. And then I'll be building the graviton lenses here. So the graviton lenses, let's go ahead and do like this, I think. Drive engine level 4, cool, that unlocks warp. I don't have the ability to make warpers yet, but...
You have reached the ability to warp. When you're out of the planetary gravitational range, you can use the caps lock key to turn on the warp. Each time you turn it on, it will consume a great amount of energy and an additional space warper. If you want to travel freely between the stars, you need to prepare sufficient energy and space warpers.
Yep, that sounds about right. Okay, and then the graviton lenses are going to... Well, actually, I kind of want to put the graviton lenses in there, don't I? Because I'll probably ship them out to somewhere else. Yes, so let's go ahead and turn this whole thing around, actually. And then run like so. So, graviton lens supply, and I don't care how many you do. Copy you, put you over there, and we are going to go ahead and go like that. And honestly, these two probably won't even be able to keep up with these. They probably won't. But they make 7.5 a minute. You make these at 7.5 a minute yourself. Yikes. You know what? I might need the higher level sorters for those buildings. Let's go ahead and make a couple. So you can pull the deuterium off that line a little faster. Now, you don't have a lot of deuterium. That's another thing I'm noticing. Let's see if I can't fix that. Okay, no fuel for that, that's fine. We're getting rid of that system anyway. Okay, your fuel, or you are full, rather. So I will keep this line here, and we're going to keep it functioning. However, I am going to go ahead and put a splitter down here. And we are going to put the deuterium into here. Or at least half of it. I mean, once this backs up, it'll send, you know, all of it, but... And it shouldn't take too long to back up. I mean, I am building more of these fuel rods, but... I mean, they're already backing up. These two already can't put anything out, so... Yeah. Yeah, there isn't a whole lot of deuterium there. Not yet, anyways. That will change as time goes on here. So, seeing as how I don't have a ton of deuterium to send over here in the first place, yeah, this is gonna run dry pretty quick. So these aren't gonna be going constantly, and these aren't gonna be outputting constantly. Let me go ahead and forgot I need to set the output on these. There we go. So now you are storing graviton lenses. Excellent. We're gonna go ahead and put these on like 1,000, or well, no, 1,200. 1,200, yeah, because well, what is the carrying capacity of these is 40. And I've got 20 here, so okay, we'll go ahead and put it on 800 then. That's a one full trip of drones can handle. And the deuterium is whatever. Yeah, so I'm already out of deuterium, which is unfortunate, but it is what it is. We will, however, be fixing that. We will absolutely 1,000% be fixing that. Control click, go ahead and put those in there. Because I don't need them on me. Are there any other hubs around here that need drones? Because I've got a whole bunch of them on me. I might as well throw them on something. You've got drones. Wait, how many? You've only got 5 logistics vessels? That seems wrong. What do I need to make more of you? Titanium alloy, I've got. Processors, I've got. Ah, okay. So I need to grab more turbines. More turbines, yes. Oof. Have I completely drained my stock dry? I may have. Oh yeah, cause I'm making these now. Right. Well, the deuterium's gonna run dry, and I've got a good amount of those now. So let's just temporarily take that out. I kind of need these. I need these. Yes. I only have 1 in my inventory. That's not great. Not ideal, no. Okay, well, while I'm waiting for those to build up, and I absolutely am going to wait for those to build up, let's go ahead and see about clearing some more land so that I can place down some more wind turbines. Which technically, as I've come to understand it, I don't need to do this. I can literally just place these things down, and if something is in my way, it will just get deleted. But then I don't get the resources for the object that's deleted. And you might think, well, you don't really need the wood or the plant fuel or any of that stuff. You don't need that anymore. I just got our organic crystals off of that, however. And organic crystals are pretty dang valuable. Now, I didn't grab a lot of them, and we're not going to be mass manufacturing stuff with the organic crystals that I get from harvesting these things, but every little bit helps, right? This is a game where the resources that you have at your disposal are finite. It seems like it's pretty much unlimited, but The resources actually are finite. They will run out eventually. So, taking that into account, I have to be somewhat careful with how I spend my resources. Or at least that's the idea towards endgame. Obviously, this is my first playthrough of the game, so I have absolutely no idea what the best way to use these resources is. So I've probably already made a great number of mistakes that, you know, would cost me having a really high score at the end of the run or whatever. Whatever the I guess the thing is that you would make you, you know, keep playing until absolutely every last resource is gone. Yeah. The game's in early access. It's still very much in development. There are a lot of things that are coming to the game that are not in it. We know for sure the developers have confirmed that they are adding some form of combat to this game. So there will be combat in this game, and we kind of surmised as much because when you look at the mech panel, it has HP. There's no way for it to be damaged. You can literally, like, fly into a star, and you will just bounce off the surface. You can't be injured in any way, shape, or form, and yet you have an HP bar, or an HP number. Why would that be? Well, clearly you're meant to be getting damaged somehow. So yeah, that was one of my first hint that okay, something's up. And yeah, the developers have confirmed, in fact, that combat is going to be a part of the game at some point or another. How prevalent or, you know, how important it's going to be, whether or not it's something that everyone is going to have to go through, or whether it's going to be some kind of, like, opt-in system, we don't know those facts as of yet. But we do know that there will be some form of combat. So that's a good example of how things are going to change. And, you know, I've made a number of recommendations to Thranks while he was streaming. And you know, I try to make sure that my recommendations are reasonable, or at least explain my reasoning in the process of giving him advice. And one of the things that he continues to say, and I totally understand, even though it is a little bit frustrating sometimes, it is a little bit frustrating, but it's totally cool. It's his playthrough. He can do whatever he wants. So, you know, I'm happy to watch him regardless. But one of the things he constantly tells me is, well, you know, it's still in early access, and things are prone to change, right? There's not much reason to learn, like, the meta way to play the game, like the most efficient way to play this game, when it's still in early access, and for all you know, tomorrow the optimal way to play the game could be completely broken because of a balance change or a new mechanic that's introduced or anything like that. And that's absolutely valid. It's completely 100% valid. But at the same time, if you're not going to learn, I mean, there's no way you're going to add a mechanic or do a balance change in one update that's completely going to... How do I want to say this? That's going to completely flip the entire game and its balance and its meta on its head overnight. Not with one update. There's no way. There's no one update that's ever going to change the game that much. As such, I want to try and be as efficient as possible and learn how to be as efficient as possible right now. I see no reason not to. Even if all of the things that I'm learning don't apply later on when the other mechanics are in the game or things have been rebalanced, that doesn't matter. I will have learned a lot of the things that need to be considered, the mindset, the kind of problem solving. I will have learned all of those things. And those things will carry over regardless of what the balance is or what the mechanics are. So, yeah. That's kind of my reasoning. But, again. I digress. It's not important right now. It's not important right now. So, I believe I need to make 5 of these. If I am not mistaken, that's how many we're missing out of that hub. And while I'm at it, let's go ahead and run around to the other hubs and see how many... Oh, you don't have any drones. Well, my friend, here. Take some drones. And let me see here. There is another one over here and over here. Right, so you're providing hydrogen and you have drones. Good, good. You also have drones. Ooh, but you don't have a lot of drones. Yeah, you're providing oil as well as carbon nanotubes and the titanium alloys. Which, how many titanium alloys do I have? 54, that is not acceptable. I would like a few more than that. There, that'll do. Yeah, I would also like a few more drones than that, to be perfectly honest. Maybe like 10 more. So, make 20 of those. That'll make 10 more of these? Yeah, sure. Sure, sounds good to me. And I will head over to where my organic crystals are being made, and I do need to buff up this line. I am aware of this. My organic crystals are very quickly depleting. Although, nice, I am now researching the gravity matrices. So, with that being said, once the gravity matrices are done... Nice! I've even backed up purple science. Very, very nice. Very, very nice. Ooh, yeah, yellow matrices kind of stalled out. The structure matrices. It's unfortunate. And that's one of the tallest buildings I have, so I mean, it's not like for lack of trying or anything like that. It's just, you know, there wasn't much I could do about it. Ooh, those are a little slow as well. Now, is this one of the shorter? Yeah, that is one of the shorter ones that I have, isn't it? Why don't I go ahead and make one of these? Matter of fact, I'll make 2 of them. Boop, and boop. So now we'll be putting out some red matrices. Yes, absolutely. We're going to be consuming some hydrogen and some energetic graphene, but that's okay. Yeah, look at that hydrogen. Look at it. It's nice. It's very nice. And honestly, I think I can be done with you just about. I can probably take these titanium ingots and send them somewhere else. Probably. Oh, right. Anyways, I made the engines so I can make the drones so that I can put them over here. And then you can send more, more oil that way. Of course, you have to get the oil. You have to get the oil. I may have to put another oil refinery on this line. You are producing at, what, 2.8 a second? That's pretty decent. And you're producing hydrogen, which you're sending across the way. I believe I have that line of crude oil around here somewhere. Is that where it starts? Right over here? Yeah, it's right over here. I may have to tap into this sooner or later. I mean, there's 4 of them right there. There's one right there. There's one right there. There are 2 more up here. Yeah, I may have to tap into those so I can continue doing, what is it? Is it, I think it's the organic crystals, right? It's mostly the organic crystal that needs it. The plastic, oh, right, it's the plastic to make the organic crystal. That's right. That's right. And you know what? That plastic is doing pretty well. What's demanding the plastic? Maybe I could get some of that plastic to go into here? Even if it was only temporary, right? Just a temporary conveyor belt that would just throw crap in there real quick. I may do that. So let's go ahead and request some plastic. And I don't need a huge amount, maybe like 1,000. So we'll put that on local demand. Plastic coming out of there. Coming down here. Up and over this belt. Down and around the wind turbine. And like so. So that will flood this system with plastic so that I can continue creating the organic crystals here. And let's go ahead and upgrade you, my friend. Matter of fact, I may even have to... I may even have to do something like this. There we go. Now we're starting to get that stuff to back up a little bit. And I will just break this for a moment so that these can continue to put their plastic out. But now I've got a supply backed up a little bit, so that will be a lot better. And there's a couple in there, which helps. Okay, so now we will go ahead and redo that. Get you storing more plastic here again. And I believe, yeah, I believe that was actually draining before. now, if I don't have these making plastic right all the time, this might actually start to build up again. No, it looks like it's going to continue to decline. Really. Continuing to decline, eh? Now, where else was taking that plastic? I believe you were taking the plastic? Yeah, you're taking the plastic so that I can continue to make, what is this stuff? It is particle broadband, right, which is for the, information matrices, which I'm actually not using at the moment. Okay, so for the gravity matrices, right, we are working on graviton lenses. The next thing is the quantum chip. So, the quantum chip